What up, sluts? How's it going? Welcome to MIKEroaggress'd Monday. Very rare Monday show. I usually I'm doing stuff. What's up? I'm so excited. We've been trying to do this and trying to plan this for years, I think. But everyone say hello to my friend of a very long time, Sethy.
Hi.
What's up, dude?
Oh, regular LA living, good stuff, for a gay Jew out here.
Is LA living so regular nowadays?
It's so regular. It's gotten regular. The bad parts have just become the norm. So we live with it. We go on. We move forward. But I stay for some reason.
Why? It's like, no, I was the same way with New York for the longest time. It's like you're in an abusive relationship with these cities.
It's true. I've lived here almost 11 years. We had 11 years in August, and I moved here for a totally different reason than the reason I'm still here. And I have thought about, I moved here as an actor, as most people do.
Are you still an actor?
I am not an actor. No.
That's why
we're Hollywood left. So it's just the industry that I came here to be a part of. Like at least up to COVID was one way, and then like post COVID, it's just a nightmare. And there's barely any industry here. Everything's moved to Canada or Atlanta or just not here. So it's just not the same, and it's not worth it. And I got a big boy job, so.
How crazy is that they've driven movie making out of Hollywood? Like, that's how bad. And it never registers to anyone. Hey, maybe that's not a good thing.
I don't know. Talk to Gavin.
Also, hey to all of our chat friends. What's up, Maddie, Duke, Christy, Tennille? Thanks for being here, Christy. Oh, I always forget you're stuck in LA, Duke. Oh, God help you. The both of you.
Excuse me, I'm LA unite.
So has it sort of like gone downhill since you moved there, or was it always this bad?
So when I first moved here, I was 23, so I was pretty young. And I, scars in my eyes. Are you? I'm 33. I don't care.
Oh, I'm not shit, you're Dave's honest about that? I'm a pathological liar about mine.
I feel like I look good for my age, so I'm not one of those people who's super worried about it. But it's very LA to be like, oh my God, no, I'm not turning 30. I'm turning 22 again. I'm like, oh my God, 22-year-olds suck. Unless you're 22 and you're watching, which you're so great.
Did you just call me very LA? Because I might be one of these types.
I don't know, man. Like, LA types are just very... I've always said that people come to LA because they're special where they're from. And so LA is filled with people who were special where they're from, which means you're not special here.
But they've been told they're special their entire lives, so then they get.
And I was one of those people. Like, I'm from Memphis. Like, I'm someone like me in Memphis for a long time. Like, I was somebody. Like, I was doing things. I was filming things. I was a personality. I worked in the nightclubs. Like, I was a DJ. Like, I did everything. And so it's small city. Not that Memphis. It's like 500,000 people. But like, I was somebody there. And then I moved to LA thinking like, wow, I'm somebody. And then you realize very quickly that everybody here thinks that, which makes nobody special. So
it just seems like LA has the worst, like some of the greatest people, you, Duke, a couple of very small handful of others, but it seems like they just have the worst people in the world.
It's gotten worse. In that regard, I will say it's gotten worse because just the way that politics and things have happened here, because like I grew up in the South. So like growing up in the South, I was around a lot of very conservative people. So I always felt I was very left of all of them. And then I moved to LA and shortly realized within like the first 5 years or so that like, I'm not really as left as everybody is here. And so and we met through like, I think Blair, like that was the connection, and it was like a walk away thing. And I just remember
we met in LA.
Yeah, we met in LA, and it was just, LA's just become a place where everybody here is so self-important, and maybe it was always like that, and maybe I've just grown out of feeling that way about myself, that just like, I find that really repugnant in other people. But like everyone here is so obsessed with their point of view, and not that it's unique. Everybody here thinks the same things. So it's
oh yeah, but then especially with the alphabet people, then they'll have this whole spiel about how they're defying norms and breaking boxes and all that bullshit. When they all think the same shit, they all look alike, they all have the same mannerisms, it's just all built in conformity.
I mean, they broke out of the box to all hop in another box. Like, it's just,
sometimes literally.
Yeah. 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 There's plenty of boxes people living out here. So,
yeah, most of them are living in a cardboard box on the side of the road.
Downtown. Yeah, exactly.
So how was it when you first moved there? Was it like as nasty as it is now, or is it, politics aside, in terms of everybody being obsessed with politics?
I would say it's worse, but I wouldn't say it's that much worse.
Really?
Yeah, because I would say that, like, maybe I moved here with stars in my eyes and I was like, oh my God, LA. And like, I had family here when I first moved. Like, my dad's side of the family is from LA originally. None of them live here now. But like, that's someplace I came a lot as a kid. And so I loved LA, like the palm trees. Like, we don't have palm trees in Tennessee. But then the longer I've lived here, the more I realized that, like, it's kind of a dirty city. Like, you know, people talk about Hollywood specifically, like it's in the little pink thing above my head. It says Hollywood. And I'm like, Hollywood's gross. Like, specifically Hollywood is like a really shitty part of LA. So like, people think of Hollywood and they think of like, you know, studios and movies and like all these things. And I'm like, Hollywood is like in the middle of this big metropolitan area, and it's dirty and it's not well taken care of, and it's just the worst part of LA. Like, it's very straight, first of all, which I find disgusting.
Is there a non-shitty part of LA?
Yeah, I mean, West Hollywood's actually really well taken care of. It's its own municipality. Like, they have their own government, their own mayor, their own everything. It's very small, but like, they have their own government, so like, they take better care of it. It's very small, so I think it's easier. But like, greater LA, yeah, I mean, unless you go into the valley where everything's really suburban, like actual LA, like on this side of the hills, like it's just kind of like that. It's kind of gross. It's kind of dirty. It's not well taken care of. There's a lot of crime. There's a lot of all the things that we talk about online and that we share, and that, you know, Spencer's talking about and Nithia's talking about. Like, these things are happening. They're real. So
LA native here, huge difference between us and the transplants. Saying that was the same thing in New York. Like, all the native New Yorkers got bounced out and left, and there are very few left there anymore. I saw people talking about the election with Mamdani. They're like, yeah, well, he wouldn't have won if New Yorkers were actually voting and still living in New York. But we've all kind of moved.
Yeah, I mean, it is true. Like, the native LA people are probably the most reasonable people, because they didn't come here thinking they're special. They're just from here. And so they've seen it grow and change, and they've seen it over time, like pre-Gavin, post-Gavin, current Gavin. Well, I guess there's no post-Gavin yet. But
yeah, we'll see what survives, or what
we'll see what happens. But
so we're like a decade ago, were people as obsessed with politics? I feel like that's around the time that it was starting, that everyone became so obsessed with politics.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that is around the time.
So I guess you like moved there right in time for the worst of it.
Because I moved here in 2015, and so then there's the 2016 election, like immediately after I moved here, within a year, and just like that really, and then there was COVID shortly after that, like, you know, a few years later, and so it's just what I moved here for just didn't end up being here at all.
Those are really the two things that broke people's brains too.
Yes. So, like, I left LA for COVID because my parents have like a goat farm in Tennessee. And so in the middle of nowhere outside of Memphis. And so I went to back to Memphis and lived on this goat farm because Tennessee, there wasn't COVID. So like, gyms were open and stuff. So I was like, I am not about to be locked down in a 1-bedroom apartment in Los Angeles for the next 2 weeks to slow the spread. So I just knew. So I was like, I've got to get out of here. And so we left and went to Tennessee for COVID for like almost a year, and then moved back. And
what was it like going back there with all those fucking nut jobs? I can't. It was the worst in New York, LA, all the fucking COVID Karens.
It was interesting because I knew a lot of people were fatigued. And so like, a lot of people, even in LA, were like over it. But there were still a lot of people who were like, in many political conversations, even here in LA, there's a lot of groupthink, but there's also like, once you have a one-on-one conversation with somebody, people do have their nuanced opinions about things. And so like everybody was sick of COVID. Everybody was sick of masks. Everybody was sick of all of that, even here in LA. But like they did it, and they loved.
That's the problem.
Yeah,
These bitches.
And they loved to police other people doing it, even though I had talked to them and been like, they're like, oh yeah, it's not really that big of a deal, or like it's kind of over, or whatever. They'd be like, but you have to wear your mask, and I'm like, I've had COVID like twice. Like I didn't die. Like, I'm sorry.
The funny thing is too, I never got COVID until like a couple years later. And then when I did, it was just cold. But so all these people would be screaming at me. They're like, I had COVID. How dare you not wear a mask? Blah, blah. I'm like, okay, well, I'm the one who hasn't gotten it. You have, so maybe I'm doing something right and you should listen to me, bitch.
Maybe. The thing that still kills me is you'll still see people that do the masks in LA, and like it still just drives me nuts when it's people in their car. I don't care if you want to wear a mask. Like I'm all for autonomy. Like if you're an adult,
I would throw them in
cover your face with whatever you want. I don't care, and do it for whatever reason you want. But like, it's just people who drive around in their cars with their masks on. I'm just like, I giggle every time. I'm just like, damn, that must be hard to be you.
I think maybe it's a good thing though that you can at least identify the retards right away. They just put a mask on.
It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt.
You know who avoid little pride. How are LA gays? I just feel like they're the worst of the worst of the worst. Like, what's it like having to get along with these people?
So I've learned to play the game. Like I'm pretty immersed. Like I play dodgeball out here, and I've been a part of a gay dodgeball league for like 10 years, like basically since I moved here. And I don't have any issue with it.
Gay dodgeball. That's just what they call my dates, gay dodgeball.
Gay dodgeball. I would just say that like from a dating perspective, like I've been single now for like 4 years, and I was in a 7-year relationship prior to that. So like dating is a nightmare out here, especially as like I'm Jewish, and so like I'd prefer to date a Jewish person. That's just something that like I would like, but like that isn't always the case. I've gone on many dates with non-Jewish people because I like to go on dates. I like to meet people, but it's kind of like a non-starter for me because like I wear my Jewish star everywhere, and I'm like really proud about it. I don't know if you've noticed on my online content, even like the little videos you share, those were all about being Jewish. All of the little videos you put of me in your intro were like little skits I've done, or like little videos I've done, reels and stuff talking about Israel or Jews. And it's just, it becomes like a non-starter. Like I kind of want to know at the beginning of the date, like, what do you think about Jews? What do you think about Israel? Like, you know, I just need to know.
Well, how many of them straight up tell you something negative? Because it's amazing that the people who claimed for so long that they stand for all minorities and shit just openly hate Jews at this point.
I do get some negative. I'm pretty good at like weeding it out now, because like I said, I try to, at least right now, it's not always something that I've cared about, but dating a Jewish guy is something I want now just because of that. And because I don't want to subject myself to a bunch of negative, weird attention on a date where I'm like stuck, or I have to get up and leave, or I have to like do something dramatic. And I also just like, I fight anti-Semites online all the time. You see me on Twitter, or on X, and like it's like a part-time job that pays really shitty, and I do it all the time, and I have no desire to do it in my daily life. So I just avoid people like that. And once I hear or I even smell a sense of anti-Semitism, it's just like, I'm out.
Do they straight up tell you at this point? Because I feel like these people are not shy about it.
It usually is hidden behind anti-Zionism. Like if it becomes anything to do with Jews, it's usually like, well, but do you support Israel? Like, are you one of the good Jews who doesn't, or are you one of those bad Jews that does? And I'm like, I'm a bad Jew.
One of the good Jews, meaning you'll self-flagellate for them.
Yeah, exactly. And I always tell these people, like I tell them online, and I tell them all the time, when you see a Jew who's like proudly in their bio, like I'm non-Zionist and like all this kind of stuff, it's like, you do know that like for people who hate Jews, there's no such thing as a good Jew. Mm-hmm. Like when it comes down to it, Hitler wasn't like, oh, but you like me? Okay, cool. No concentration camp for you.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't work like
you're
that.
Anti-Zionist, but a Jew.
Yeah, which is so dumb because like even like Mehdi Hassan like posted something recently about like the Shema, which is like a prayer, and he's like, I love the Shema, and I was like, this is already weird. But the second word in that is Shema Yisrael Adonai. It's like the second word is Israel. Like I'm like, you can't just, you're so full of shit. And like people out here don't realize, or not people out here, but like Jews, the good Jews, so to speak, deny so much of the connection between like all of our holidays are dependent on like the seasons in Israel and things like that. So it's like we have like a lunar calendar and all of this, and it's like you can't just deny the connection between Jews and Israel. Like you can't do it. You can try to appease the people in your life that hate it, but like it's still there. Like it's still a pillar of Judaism, like the main one.
Oh, there are gay synagogues in LA. I think Duke is trying to like find you future ex-husband.
I've done like, I haven't done work with Kolami, but like I'm very familiar with them. They're in West Hollywood, and like they do a lot of great work. But they still, but they're yes.
How?
That's what I'm saying. They're still.
I don't understand. People were pissed off at Trump when he said something along the lines of, I don't understand how any Jew could be voting Democrat at this point. But I agree with him. How? I don't get it. Like, do they see what's coming from that side? And I totally get that they're, you know, on the right, there's like the woke right. There's plenty of that.
I was like,
but there's
the woke right
power. That's not the ideology of the people in power, where it very much is on the left.
Yes, historically though, Jews have always voted Democrat. Like that's just, we're a huge voting bloc for the Democrats. The Jews are the ones who allow themselves to be dominated. We're just getting straight to it.
Oh hell yeah!
You're not wrong. I mean, you're not wrong. It's the
mention it all.
What does God say? He's like suicidal empathy.
Yeah.
It's exactly that. Where it's like the idea that like everybody's a good person is just not true. A lot of people are not good people, and that's not to say that all Muslims are bad people, but like because they're not. I know plenty of very rational, reasonable people who are Muslim, but like when we talk about like Palestine or like these other or these other countries that have like radical Islam as their driving, Sharia law as like their law of the land and all of that, it's like we have people in America who don't really rationalize that like those people don't mesh with Western values, and if they come here, they do an Ilhan Omar, where it's like you're very aware, like she says it out loud that she's just like, I'm for Somalia, like that's why I'm here to like improve Somalia, and it's like that's not your job.
It's insane how accustomed to that we've become. I don't hate Jews, I just hate Zionism. Is that why you attack Jews in America that aren't even involved in creating a Jewish state? Yeah, it is such a crock of shit, these people going, oh, and a lot of these other fucks too, who go, oh well, I just have legitimate concerns about Israel, foreign aid, stuff like that, and then it immediately goes, give them 5 seconds more of talking, and it will immediately go to like the Jews did 9/11 or something like that. You know? Exactly. It always starts with that. That's never whatever they claim, and this is exactly what the left does. Is that the issue is never the issue. Whatever they claim the issue is, it never fucking is.
Yeah, and especially with Jews, like you said, it's just it slides so quickly. And that's part of like the things that I post. Like I just made a tweet or a post on X like 2 days ago saying like, you know, here's a list of a few things that like Jewish people have contributed to society, like for Jewish Heritage Month. And the comments are just wild, because then they go into like, yeah, well, if we didn't have Jews and we wouldn't have genocides and we wouldn't have this, we wouldn't have that. And I'm just like, yeah, Jews created genocide. Like that makes so much sense. You should run with that. Like, it's just so strange what people say. It's
amazing to me how it was a big thing in changing my views and making me walk away from the left in terms of the left embracing radical Islam. And now there's a section of the right that's done the same thing as well. So like, if people have forgotten what fundamentalist Islam actually is, it's insane to me.
Yes, it's just become really uncomfortable. And I think that's why we're seeing a lot of the voting bloc that's typically like Jews that vote Democrat are finding themselves homeless and politically. And it's because, you know, the left is increasingly like, and that's, there's 1,000 reasons Kamala didn't win, but one of the reasons is because of her stance with Israel-Palestine. And like, you know, the far left thinks she wasn't far enough pro-Palestine, but like, you know, so many Jewish Democrats are very rational people who are like pro-Israel. And so like the leftists really put themselves in a pickle because you can't appease both sides. You can't. You can't make the far left happy and the center left happy. You can't do it. They're not the same ideologically anymore.
This is so damn true. Also, Israel is committing genocide. Palestinians have never stopped growing as a population.
Exactly.
Most incompetent genociders ever.
That's something I say all the time is I'm like, if Jews control the world, we are, especially the media, we are losing the narrative. We are losing the narrative. And we are terribly bad at genocide because the population has increased like 5-fold since. And that's the other thing about the whole genocide conversation is that people love to say that the genocide before October 7th, the genocide had started 1948. That's when it started because of the Nakba and then displacements and all of that, all the wars that the Arab countries started and lost. And then, you know, people die in war and all of that. But now, since October 7th, they love to play both sides of it, where it's like, it doesn't matter who you're arguing with. They'll be like, if I say, okay, here's the population growth over this time since 1948 to 2025, which I've posted graphs like that on my Twitter. And I mean, it got like 1.3 million impressions because people were just like in the comments, just like, that's not when the genocide started. The genocide started like in 2023 or whenever on October 7th. And I'm like, you guys are always claiming there's been a genocide the whole time. And now you want to say that the genocide just started? Like, pick a side, like pick a narrative at least so that we can argue, so that we can debate. But they can't. It's a sliding scale every time.
Well, and so first of all, when these people claim Jews are running the world and stuff, I'm like, I kind of wish you were right, because the way the economy is, that would not be the case if Jews were running this shit.
But they truly blame that. They say that the national debt is because of Israel. And I'm like, you guys don't even, we give like, what, 0.3% of our national, I can't think of the word.
Yeah.
It's all the money that we give and the money that we spend every year, the budget, the national budget, goes to Israel. And like, they'll say like, we don't have national health care because, you know, we give too much money to Israel. And I'm like, first of all, I love that Bibi now is saying that he's trying to move to where they're not receiving financial aid from America. I think that's a good idea. Like, yeah, they don't really need money from us. Their economy is doing incredibly. So like,
oh, please, I wish we had our shit together as much as they do.
Like, so let's just do it. Like, I was like, let's cut it off. That way, like that talking point is gone. So now what? Now, why is it Israel's fault?
Like, I went through all the numbers of foreign aid. Prior to October 7th, it was something like 5% of our foreign aid went to them. So 95% of the foreign aid we give out in most years is going to other countries. Yet, for some reason, these people, the discussion of foreign aid, it just begins and ends with Israel and absolutely nothing else. And it's funny because these people have made me so much more pro-Israel than I was before. Because when all this shit started a couple years ago, I'm like passively pro-Israel. I don't really give a fuck. Like, you know, support it from afar. And now these people are like, no, crush these Hamasos.
Yeah, it's really wild because people will say, especially these like anonymous blank accounts with 6 followers, love to like go on and say like Israel needs to be wiped from the planet. And I'm like, but I thought you were like against genocide. I thought that like, you know, I thought that was bad. Like,
it's almost like their words mean nothing. Who knew?
Who knew?
No, what I've noticed too is it's very much like the left in that there are just these certain like religious beliefs that you're supposed to have, and it doesn't matter if they're true.
Very dogmatic, yeah.
Repeat them, and they couldn't care less if it's true or not. You know, police are murdering black people in the streets. Gender is a social construct. It's the same thing with all this Israel shit because a lot of things they say just never turn out to be true. I've now had like 5 different people tell me that the majority of people in Congress have dual citizenship with Israel. And the first time someone said that to me, I was like, that can't possibly be true. I looked it up.
It literally can't be true because they'd have to all be Jewish.
Do you know what the actual number is of congressmen who have dual citizenship with Israel?
How many? Like 5?
0.
0?
0. And these people will continue to, and you can show them that, you can tell them that, they'll have some excuse. They will continue telling you with a straight face, oh, I'm just very concerned about dual citizenship. We just have to stop dual citizenship for Congress. Who? Give me a name.
Yeah, and in general, it's just very strange, the dual citizenship conversation in general. Like, there's a lot of Americans that have dual citizenship. Like, we're a country of immigrants. So, like, a lot of people, like Italian immigrants, you know, like they have Italian citizenship. And like, it's so true of just like most of these minority groups can at least, you know, apply for that citizenship of their origin. And it's not some like fanatical anti-American thing. And so I don't really understand why it matters. Like, I don't understand the real like meat and potatoes behind it. Like, of why having two passports makes you like hate America.
I mean, I suppose I agree with the idea that people elected to Congress should not hold dual citizenship, but it's not an issue because they don't.
Right.
At least in terms of Israel, there's not one. So,
right.
So I always have this, oh, I just have concerns about this. I'm like, well, congratulations, or your concerns can be assuaged now. Oh God, these are the gays for Palestine. Have you encountered these hoes a lot?
Yes, all of them. It's because it's the big part of like the left right now is they're very, very pro-Palestine. Like, I was dating this guy for like 3 or 4 months, and his best friend is an Afghani girl, and she's a doctor. Like, she went to like UCLA and became a doctor, and she found out that like I was pro-Israel and like basically convinced this guy that like he shouldn't be dating me and that like I'm this awful person for being a Zionist or whatever. And so we broke it off, and like I wish like I met her one time.
Little bitch.
But she's dumb because like, girl, go back to Afghanistan where everything's
I mean the guy.
Yeah, like you wouldn't get to be a doctor. Like, America has given you everything, and you could go to Israel and have the exact same opportunities. So it's just like, it's just unfathomable to me how popular that like gays for Palestine thing is now. Because so many people, because like I've been talking about like my relationship, the 7-year relationship was with an Israeli. And so like I've been talking about Israel-Palestine for like a decade, talking about it online, talking about it on my Instagram, like to my followers. And like nobody ever interacted with that content because like nobody really knew anything about it. And then October 7th happened, and now everybody's an expert. Everybody's an expert. Everybody has to weigh in. Everybody had to like project the American black-white politics on like, you know, we had slaves. So like, you know, all Jews in Israel are white and they're colonizing and like, you know, oppressing the brown Arabs. And I'm like, you guys don't know anything about that region. Palestinians can be white. Most like something like 60% of Israelis are of Arab descent. Like, not Arab descent. I can't say that. There's no such thing as Arab Jews, but they're from Middle Eastern and North African countries. And so they're not white. They're brown. So like, they just don't know. They don't know.
No, and the gays for Palestine are my favorite because it's like, I will buy you a ticket over there. Go take a tour of Palestine and report your findings back.
Yeah.
If you make it back.
Right. So let me know how the rooftop parties are. Like, you know.
Yeah, these bitches think that they're gonna go to Palestine and like fucking have brunch and wear the fucking scarves and shit.
Yeah, the keffiyeh. That's what's wild. Like, Pride is about to come up here in June. And last year during Pride, like, we would see keffiyehs. And like, one of my best friends here is Israeli. And like, it's truly like, I don't want to say triggering because I don't really get triggered. Like, I'm kind of used to these things and they don't offend me. Like, I don't really care. But like, it is just wild to me that like you're walking around at a gay pride parade wearing a keffiyeh, which is traditionally Iraqi, not Palestinian. But nonetheless, it's just like counterintuitive to everything you believe in and that you're marching for or priding for right now. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, it makes zero sense.
Dude, I used to wear those scarves all the time. I didn't know. I didn't know. I'm a stupid bitch. I didn't know. I just thought
they were cool.
I thought they were just cute scarves.
God. Cute scarves. Oh, so
Shut
cute.
up, Seth. That's how much of a stupid bitch I am.
That's wild. I mean, they're black and white checkered, and you're more like alt. I could see you being like, you know, this is part of my Avril Lavigne aesthetic. Like, you know, I could do it.
I do not have
You say with your pink fucking armband, like.
Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Fuck you. Maddie, thank you so much for the super chat. I do not have an Avril Lavigne aesthetic. There was a drag queen.
Katya. I've seen that. I've worked with her when I was working on East Siders, which is a Netflix television show. Back when I was acting, I was in a scene with her, and this didn't come up, obviously, but I've just seen all the comments since then. And she's a really dramatic, like, she's a really, like, extremist person, very polarizing in when she speaks about any topic. So, like, I don't know, don't go to a drag queen for your politics is kind of just, like, my go-to. Like, they're in the trenches for, like, gay stuff, but, like, international politics, because, like, all of these queens, Trixie and, like, all these Drag Race queens were going to Tel Aviv for a long time. Like, I knew the guy who was booking all of them and, like, the shows that they were doing there. And, like, they loved it. Eureka's been there. Like, all kinds of queens have gone. And now, since October 7th, it's become like this, you can't do that. Like, you can't go to Israel. Like, they're committing apartheid and genocide and, like, all these other words that mean nothing now.
This is fucking deranged. She said living in the U.S. now is just as dangerous as living in Gaza for gay people. I mean, these people,
it's the same.
We don't share a common reality.
No, none.
It's not. That's the issue. It's not that just we disagree on things. Like, we don't exist in the same reality.
No, and we have none of the same values. Like, it makes no sense. Like, I'm sorry, you can get gay married here. Like, and if we're being completely honest, because I'm not delusional about Israel. Like, Israel doesn't perform gay marriages because they have the Rabbanut, which is like a section of the government, which is religious. And so you have to be two Jewish people who are straight to get married in Israel by the government. But they recognize gay marriages outside. So, like, if you get married in America gay and you go to Israel to live, you can be married in Israel. And, like, none of that happens in any of these other countries, like Gaza, which isn't a country yet or at all. But, like, and none of these other, like, Arab nations are going to let you do that. So it's always just, again, don't go to a drag queen for your international politics. Like, just don't.
That's fucking insane. Thank you, Maddie. Also, if you guys feel so inclined, send in your super chats or subscribe to my channel if you're new here. And also, obviously, follow this lovely man. His links are below. Duke, nice. Fuck you. To be fair, Mikey also accidentally dated Nazis. Not Nazis, one. Your face. Oh my God, your face. It was an
So you wore a keffiyeh and dated a Nazi. What show am I on? Like, what is this?
Okay.
Is this a gotcha? Like, is this a gotcha show? Like, you got punked?
In fairness, when I say I'm a stupid bitch, what I mean is I am a very stupid bitch. So in both cases, I didn't know.
How do you not know?
Okay, so the Nazi. Okay, fine, Duke, I'll get into it. So, how do I put that? Okay, it was like, have you ever dated somebody that was like a thrill to it because it's somebody who's like kind of exotic to you? Like, he was kind of from the wrong side of the tracks.
Exotic like a Nazi, or exotic like? I
didn't know that at the time. Like... Okay, he did say some questionable things. However, I was just like, I can fix him. So
I can fix the Nazi. I can fix him,
dude. And so yeah, the questionable things he was saying started getting more questionable. Like, he alluded to the fact that he had some like legal troubles or something, because he said there was like a white supremacist group that met in his apartment and someone recorded it. And I didn't get to thinking about that till after that. I was like,
that happens to all of us. So I can get why that's just like something you gloss over. It happened to me. Like, what?
That's not the worst part though. So then, I'm like, whatever, I can fix him. Then I see him with the shirt off. His shirt comes off, and I see the tattoos. On this side, he had the eagle from the Nazi flag. On this side, KKK.
No, not the letters. That's not even like a cool tattoo. Like, I can understand like imagery as a tattoo, but like, you're just gonna tattoo 3 Ks on your shoulder? Like, what?
One of them was like on its side, so I guess that's its like the design
mean
aspect.
something?
I don't know, but I've never
Oh.
ghosted anyone so fast. And I was like, so when that happened, I was like, I don't want to just like run out. I just intend on like ghosting you after this. So he's like, let's go for a walk or whatever. We go down by the pier. It's like midnight or something. And I'm like, wait a second. I'm hanging out by the water late at night with nobody around by the Hudson River. Nobody's around. I'm here with a closeted alcoholic Nazi. People have probably died like this before.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen that Lifetime movie. Only it was with women.
Am I like the stupid bitch who marries the murderer?
You are.
Okay.
That's what you said about Nick Fuentes.
I'm just saying. Okay, like if he didn't speak, he would be sexy.
Well, that's true of most people in LA. Like you just didn't. If you just didn't talk or share any of your opinions about anything, you'd be really attractive.
That is true. That is most people.
I didn't know you were half Jewish.
Yeah, my dad's Jewish. Yeah, that somehow never came up with him.
Good. You'd be in the Hudson River. They wouldn't be doing this right now. Like,
no, this almost happened again recently, though. Thank God my friend was like, nix that guy's. But I matched with this guy on Hinge or something a couple months ago. And what concerns me is the fact that he knew who I was. He was like, I follow you on Twitter, blah, blah, blah. And he was really cute. He was like Hot Topic looking and shit. So I was like, oh, what's your Twitter? I'll go follow you. And I have this horrible habit where I'll just hit follow before I look at their page. So I hit follow and then I look at his page and every tweet is like swastikas, Hitler, wonderful praise for Hitler. I was like, unfollow.
Yeah, people are so brave online. Like, do people not have jobs?
Who knew
like
how many Nazis there are though? Like I never met a Nazi.
Yeah, I don't know that I've ever met. Well, the guy you dated is probably just like running for Congress now or something in Maine, but it's neither here nor there.
Yeah, he's probably gonna get his own podcast.
So I want to talk a little bit about the woke right.
Oh, please.
Right?
Which is, I love that. It's the perfect name for them.
I know, it's so great. I love that, like, the right is getting better at branding. Like, usually it's like the left is really good at, like, humor and, like, all that kind of stuff. But, like, the right is doing better about it. And I'm like, if we're going to do these, like, existential crises with politics, then, like, can we be funny? Like, can we at least brand this stuff kind of funny?
Well, I love, by the way, how many, and it was very disappointing for a lot of people that I had followed for a long time, how many people just called James Lindsay every fucking name in the world they hate, because he was on this very, very early, and they hated him for it, and they called him everything. He's been proven right every step of the way, and now a lot of those people who were talking such shit about him have had to sort of come around and acknowledge that he was right.
Right. I mean, I have a good friend who was a Bernie supporter, like pre-COVID, like went to rallies and stuff. And now she's come along a long way because now she's like, sometimes I like understand where Candace is coming from. And I'm like, what? like I'm glad that you're open-minded, but like close your mind a little bit.
Yeah. That's when you're so open-minded, your brains fall out.
Right, exactly. Like I'm not someone that's like I don't really get into YouTubers. I don't really get into, and I'm sorry, Candace is a YouTuber. Like that's what I think of her. But like you look at someone like Tucker Carlson, who used to just be like a Fox News contributor. My dad's like more conservative, and so like I grew up in a house where like you watched the news in our house, and so like I remember him being on the TV, and now. The clips that I see of him and the things that he stands for and his connections to Qatar and like all this stuff and saying that Christianity is safe and in Qatar and like I'm just like, what's going on? Like, what is in the water with these people?
I used to like him too in his Fox News days, but there are a lot of people that I liked when I first started to come around to the right that I was very naive because somebody like him, it should have been so obvious. I mean, he went from having a show on CNN to MSNBC. People forget
Really?
he used to come on before Rachel Maddow.
Oh, I didn't know
show
that.
on MSNBC that would lead into Rachel Maddow. People forget that. And then he rebranded himself as this like sort of populist right when a lot of us liked him on Fox News, and now he's rebranded himself again as the woke Reich.
That's, oh my God, Matt. We're not going to talk about Anna Kasparian.
That bitch is crazy. That bitch.
Where did she come from?
Hands off and bats fly out.
Like, where did she come from? I swear to God, her name started like a week ago. Like,
No,
who is she?
She's been around a long time with the Young Turks.
Oh,
That's
why I don't know about her.
When I was liberal. How embarrassing is that?
Not the Turks. Like, that's
Not the Turks.
not the Turks. They're just funny because like they're Turkish and she's Armenian, and I'm like, you should hate them, just like historically. But
this is another one. I came up on my flashback that it was because it's kind of crazy to think how much has happened in less than a year, like how things have shifted so drastically. But it just came up on my flashback thing that a year ago she was talking about me on her show and I was going to go on it. Somebody from her show asked me to go on recently and I said no.
yeah.
Like it was only a year ago that we thought this bitch was sane. And again, once again, that's very naive because it should have been obvious with her that she went from Fox to having her Me Too claims to promoting trans kids on her NBC show. Like all of these, like we need to all be more discerning. I think that's maybe a good lesson to take from the rise of the alt-right or the woke Reich is to just be more discerning.
It's hard because like you don't know a grifter until they've grifted. Like, and that's the kind of thing with like Tucker and Anna. It's like when they come from these one side of the aisle and then they jump to the other side of the aisle and then they go independent and now they're just saying, which is funny because I can't remember the name of, I think it was Matt who said that like, you know, they're two sides of the same coin, like Anna and Tucker, like Anna and Nick. And it's like these people, like it's the horseshoe theory where it's like the far left and the far right love to come together with hating Jews. Like they say the same stuff, the exact same things about Israel, the exact same things about Jews, that we control everything and that like Israel's forcing Trump's hand and like all this kind of stuff. And it's just, I just wish more people would be honest about that because like you can be a leftist and you can say like, you know, that seems fishy to me that like people on our side are saying the same things as people that I completely disagree with. So like, that's a red flag. You don't have to just like dogmatically agree or ideologically just like adhere to the vote blue no matter who or whatever the equivalent is on the red. And you can't just like assume that all of these people have your same values just because they vote the same color as you. Like these things should raise questions.
I think this is very true, C. Striker. I think the fact that the right has so few figures or famous people on our side, they kind of latch on to any that have some semblance of fame. They do that all the time with celebrities, like fucking Kanye. Remember when he first started speaking, myself included, I was like, oh, hell yeah. That at first he was like, oh, black people don't have to be Democrats. I'm like, hell yeah. And he's like, yeah, they want to control you. I'm like, hell yeah. He's like, yeah, because of the Jews. I'm like, yeah, wait, what?
I
like,
know.
Real fast.
But it always leads there. It's like as soon as you get some attention, you're like, well, people aren't listening to me anymore. And then they find the golden ticket, which is the Jews. And as soon as you comment on the Jews, all of a sudden people are like, yeah, the Jews, fuck the Jews did everything. And then like you get all these clicks, which is like what Candace is doing. Like somehow Israel killed Charlie and Erica and Egypt and, you know, everybody killed Charlie except the guy actually arrested for it. Like
you forgot the bees.
The bees?
The bees, not the bees.
The bee. Oh yeah, the bees, the bee cult. That's right. What the fuck? Wild. Like, where do they come up with this stuff? And like now, all she does on her show is like ask for her followers, like send in any tidbits of information that you might have. I was like, why would they have information?
Yeah.
If you don't have it, journalist.
No, but I sort of in a sick way see what's appealing about that to really lonely, desperate women. to middle-aged broads who have nothing going on in their lives. They're not getting laid. Their husbands aren't stooping them. So they sit at home with the 7 kids screaming and go, oh, I'm going to solve the case. It's all about me.
Is that her demographic? Is it just like middle-aged women?
I think so. I think it's like lonely women who aren't getting laid.
Because I don't know.
Am I right on this? Why? Who do you think her demographic is?
I can't imagine, because every time I've seen her talk, like, I'm like, I remember when she very, 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 very first started, I remember being like, she's like really articulate and like really smart. Like, she sounds like someone that makes you want to listen to her. And then it's just divulged into just psychobabble. And now she says things that I just would never take into consideration, much less pay money to watch or send money to support or like anything like that.
I think it's totally this middle-aged main character syndrome wine moms.
I guess it must be, because like, but then again, if you're asking those people, like, send in any information you might have about Erica Kirk. I'm like, these bitches don't know nothing about Erica Kirk.
No, but they're
They
delusional.
don't know her. Like, wild.
They're delusional, and they think, you know, it's main character syndrome. No, but I really think there's a subset of people that are just miserable in their lives and want to watch someone on a screen tell them who to blame for it, whether it's Erica Kirk, whether it's the Jews, whether it's whoever. I used to have this fat bitch stalking me for years who had a YouTube channel, and it always occurred to me, I'm like, how do people believe the shit? Like, she would say the most ridiculous shit, no evidence. I would literally offer to pay people. I'm like, I will pay reward money if you ask for evidence of this claim or any one of these claims, and they just believe it automatically. And I'm like, I think it relates to the Candace following, is that they don't care if it's true. It's like somebody is giving them a target to take their aggression out on.
In a sense.
Yeah.
Like, it's both of those things, I think. It's like, yeah, everybody wants someone to blame, especially because like right now things are expensive and like, you know, it's just everybody wants someone to blame in their life for things not being the way that they want them to be. And it's just so strange how historically it's always become the Jews. Like, what a weird, jealous perspective to have on the smallest little group of people. Like, we're a minority group that's been destroyed 1,000 times. We always come back. We always persevere. We always succeed. We prioritize like family values, education, saving money, like things that make your life better. And there's not like a secret code. Like, you can do that to other minority groups. Like, you can also succeed and like, you know, reinforce those things in your family values. But it's easier just to blame someone.
The logical endpoint of leftism, that it is an ideology based in envy. And I mean, it was always going to ultimately, you know, when they say, oh, straight white people are the enemy, it was never going to stay with them. Then it expands. Then you have, you know, then it goes to the Jews. Then you have Larry Elder, the black face of white supremacy.
I forgot about Larry Elder when he ran for
when they called
governor from the recall. Was that he ran for governor during the recall, right?
Yeah, I had such false hope for that I thought maybe he'd do well. So do you think it's the same thing with Spencer? Do we just have false hope, or do you think this is possible?
I think it's false hope.
Don't say that.
I'm sorry, you asked me a question. Like,
you better vote for him.
Oh my god.
I just don't. Okay, wait. This will make you want to vote for him. They're all bitching now, which again, it just shows how deranged these people are. That like your city is in fucking flames, and you have these people on the woke right saying that they'll never vote for Spencer because there's a picture of him holding an Israeli flag from like 5-6 years ago. It's unbelievable to me, the priorities. Like, this is what you're worried about.
No, I agree. And I like what his message is, because he's basically just calling out Karen Bass for like letting his house burn down and letting everybody else's house burn down. And then like the bureaucracy of this state in general just makes it so that none of those people can have homes for an undetermined amount of time. And now they want to like sell the land at like pennies on the dollar to these like, you know, developers. And so like, I get it. I get why people like, why he feels how he feels and why people are really into his message. Like, I find value in some of the stuff.
Like, you're not one of them. You better vote for him, Seth.
I don't talk about how I vote. I don't.
Shut the fuck up. Okay, I will bully you into it after the stream.
Okay, I will let you. But
You don't have to talk about it. Just do it.
okay.
Do you think you don't think there's any chance it could be like?
I think he has the best chance that we've seen in a really, really long time. I just have this like I've been here a long time, and I still think the best Republican candidate, it's still LA. Like, it's not like I think there's a better chance of like Hilton getting elected as governor than I think of Spencer getting elected as an LA mayor, because LA is super blue, and then like
However,
California is not as blue as people think it is.
It's a nonpartisan election, though, so I think that's kind of potentially helpful. Is that he doesn't need to have a scarlet R on him,
and there's no R next to it. I have my ballot right here.
Fill it out for Spencer.
And there's no R's, there's no D's, so you can vote for whoever you want.
Don't be a D, vote R. Yeah, I want him to win so badly. I don't know, but what is it? Is it just like Stockholm syndrome? It's unbelievable to me that these people can have their lives go up in flames and then vote to reelect the people who did it.
That's what killed me with the recall, which is the only reason, like, I try not to be conspiratorial, but like in a state where every single office is completely owned by the same party, it's easy to cheat. And we do know that those things happen. Like at a grand scale, I don't know, like Trump winning or not winning the election in 2020, like I can't speak to that. I don't know. I haven't looked enough into it.
I
know. You know?
I know what I don't know. I know. I don't. What does that bitch kind of say? I don't know, but I know.
Yeah, I don't know, but I know.
That's what I'm saying.
But it's just like when the recall happened, you don't get to a recall like that without there's some momentum. And then for the recall to just be so unsuccessful was just a little bit like, it just made you raise your eyebrow, because it's like, if there was momentum behind getting us there, and then immediately after he made it incredibly difficult to do recalls. And so it's just like all of that just screams there's something fishy going on. But
yeah, it's such a shame too, because California could be so beautiful. I remember I was in San Francisco with Blair, and she was telling me about how when she used to go there as a kid, and it would be such a wonderful place. It was so beautiful, and you could see like the ocean, the location, the geography. It could be so wonderful. And same with most of California, and same with New York, that it's just been destroyed.
It's true. Like LA can be really beautiful. Like there's beautiful parts of LA, but just like the bureaucracy of like trying to improve this city, build more housing, like things like that, they just make it so impossible. And then they don't. And then the taxes are so high, and we don't get like resolutions to anything. And it is really frustrating. Like it's really, especially like coming from Tennessee, where like taxes are really low and like schools are pretty good, like at least where I grew up. Like, and then you come to California, and it's just like we pay so much more, and like we don't have this rail that goes to San Francisco, and they're building the metro that takes 65 years to get done, and like it's just things like that just shouldn't happen. And I think that's one good thing that Trump makes examples out of, is that he's able to get things done, like the pool, like updating the pool, the Lincoln Memorial Pool, and saying that like it was going to cost like $200 or $300 million to do it the bureaucratic way. And he was like, I'm going to get it done in 2 years for like $3 million. And I'm like, so it can be done. Like it can be done. It doesn't have to be Trump. Like it doesn't have to, like everyone can do that. There's no reason things should take 20 years and cost $300 million. Like it's just, things don't have to be that way. And that's something
that Spencer Pratt brought up, about the city is spending $64 million on like 100-something beds for bums. 64 million.
Wow.
And then it doesn't make a dent. It's like 150 of them or something.
Yeah.
These people are nuts.
Crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, I get so mad when people don't remember how New York used to be, or they act like it was always shitty. Like I was born and raised there. It was the greatest place on planet Earth, and it's not the same place anymore. It's horrible now.
See, I moved to New York when I was 21, and I lived there for like a year. I was in Bushwick for a few months, and then I was in Chelsea.
Where in Bushwick? Were we neighbors at one point and didn't know each other?
It's like I was off the L.
I lived off like every stop of the L. I lived off
Okay.
Lorimer, Morgan, Grand, Myrtle Wyckoff, whatever's
What's the
after
one
Morgan.
after Myrtle Wyckoff? Starts like an.
Oh, you don't go past Myrtle Wyckoff.
I think I was this stop after Myrtle Wyckoff.
No,
Like,
I don't know. No, Myrtle Wyckoff is the end of the world to me on the L train. Wait, I'm looking. What the fuck is after Myrtle
I moved there
Wyckoff?
from Memphis. Like I wasn't scared, and I also just didn't
you went
know
past
any
Myrtle
better.
Wyckoff.
But I was only there for like 3 months, and then I moved to Chelsea into an ORO, which was like also terrible. But
What's an ORO?
a one-room occupancy, which is like a dorm where the bathroom's in the hallway and you share it with your neighbors.
Ooh, how was that?
Terrible, absolutely terrible. Like I didn't want to live there. I had a cat, and my door was like far enough away from my twin mattress that I could open it. Like that's just and my closet was a bar over the foot of my bed. Like it was terrible. Like New York did not impress me.
$5,000 a month.
There was like $2,000, but this was also 20 years ago. So
yeah, now it'd be like
10 years ago. Oh my god, I'm not that old.
Halsey is after Myrtle Wyckoff. Oh,
Halsey,
DeKalb is the one before it. DeKalb and Jefferson. That's where there's a really nice grocery store.
Okay.
I lived in a loft off Morgan with like 7 roommates.
Yeah, I had like 5 or 6 roommates when I first moved there too, and I lived in Flatbush.
Bushwick is another place. Like, I loved it back in the day, but now, oh my god, it's got to be the most insufferable place on earth. It's probably all communists and Hamas hoes.
Oh no. And I used to work in Park Slope, which made no sense because I was like, okay, I'm going to live in Brooklyn and then work in downtown Brooklyn. Which, like, in most places, it's like the downtown is just like a straight line down to the downtown. Oh. But no, you have to like take the L to the Q to the like down to the, and I was like, okay, I've made a terrible mistake. Like my whole life here is terrible. Like, so I only lasted a year and then I moved back.
I moved to New York in 2005, not once at 4 a.m. when I was stumbling home drunk from the gay bars in Chelsea, Hell's Kitchen, the West East Village. Did I ever not feel safe? Same. Oh my god. So when my last place I lived in New York was in Astoria, and I lived on the corner of like this huge park. It's sort of like the Central Park of that area. And I used to just walk around myself at like 3, 4 in the morning, just getting writing done on my phone. And I would just walk around the park. And then my last year or so there, I'm like, I can't do that anymore.
Really?
Like, it's just completely changed. I have that Citizen app, and every day it would just be like stabbing 12 feet away, shooting 20 feet away.
That's terrifying. Like, yeah.
But
I mean, I'm from Memphis, one of the most high crime cities in the country. Like year after year. Yeah. It's been like #1 in the last 5 years, like a couple of those years. So and I mean, Trump sent the National Guard there. That was like the second city he sent the National Guard to.
What's in a blue city?
Yeah, it's a blue city in a red state. So
damn, you think of Memphis as being country and Republican?
No, Memphis is a majority minority city.
Ugh. No kidding. They just need to vote differently. They need to vote differently. But I always say I don't want to diminish the fact that I completely blame Republicans for a lot of this, because in a lot of these places, like New York, for example, there is no party, there is no opposition. They don't even try. They don't do anything. They don't have primaries. Mamdani ran fucking unopposed in 2020. So there's no opposition being offered. And the thing is, that's not going to change in one election. You have to kind of keep chipping away at it like fucking Democrats do in Texas, in Florida. Republicans don't do that. When they lose, they just quit and pack up and leave.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I hadn't really thought about that, but you're not wrong. Like when it seems hard, they don't try.
They don't try. They are just absolute losers. And the thing is, if Trump hadn't come along, this would be the case on the national level. The New York Republican Party would be the national Republican Party. There would be no trying. So? Yeah. Huh. I think they were on with McCain and Romney and Jeb. I think they were on that track.
That makes sense. The original Republicans, or the old school Republicans.
Oh, I hate them. I would never be Republican if they were still around.
That's like back when I remember growing up in the 90s, it was like punk to be a liberal. Like it was punk. Like that was because like the religious right was like kind of in power. And other than federally, like, you know, Clinton was president, but like the culture was much more traditional and a lot more conservative. And so like it was very punk to be liberal. It was very punk to be counterculture, and now I feel like it's flipped, where it's like the counterculture now is to be traditional, and the counterculture now is like, everybody wants to be in like, at least for gays, it's like open relationships, polyamory, like all these things, where it's like, I would really like it if I could get married and like have kids and just like live like a traditional lifestyle, and like, have a partner that doesn't want to fuck a bunch of other people, and like that would just be cool. Yeah.
Other way. That looks like fist. Other way, this way.
What?
Other way there. Boom.
Oh, to me, it's the other way, but
I don't know. Maybe chat. Let me know.
I think I'm mirrored. Maybe.
What's that?
I think I'm mirrored.
Oh, I make sure I'm mirrored. I only look semi-cute when I'm mirrored.
Yeah, same. That's probably why I do.
Really? Oh my god! I thought I was just like crazy.
No, I have an expressive eyebrow, and it's that one. And so like, that's the one that like I tend to talk with.
Eyebrow.
I mean, this one just doesn't go up as much, and this one does, and it has like more thoughts.
Is that a gay thing, or is that just everyone?
I think we all have like one better eyebrow than the other, but like I raise my eyebrows, and it's like that one's like,
Shut up, Duke. Somebody clicked. What I was gonna say, where was it? There was a chat relating to it. Oh yeah, Republicans, they are the definition of paid opposition. So what I wanted to ask you, do you think? I feel like a lot of the Jew hate we're seeing online feels very inorganic to me. And then there are, of course, a lot of useful idiots that buy into it. But for some reason, anytime I open Instagram, every video is just Jew hatred. And I don't watch this content. I don't follow these people. It is boosted so heavily. Meanwhile, I've been banned from every fucking platform for saying like, oh, there's two genders or something. And I really think there's something very nefarious behind this, because especially after 2020, we sort of millions of people came to a conclusion that we are really being ruled by a bunch of globalist elite oligarchs of all backgrounds trying to sort of consolidate big government with big corporation. A lot of people really woke up to that and saw what was going on with the Klaus Schwabs and the Bill Gates and stuff like that. So I think it is very calculated and very deliberate to pivot to, oh no, it's the Jews.
I mean, I guess I agree. Like, it does feel calculated. It does feel forced. Like, it doesn't seem organic. And I know people like to talk about bots. Everybody says everybody's a bot. But, like, I do think there's bots. Like, there's someone paying for, like, thousands upon tens of thousands of these, like, non-follower accounts that are just, like, saying egregious, crazy things about Jews, to Jews, about Jews, like... And it's just become the new, it's in vogue. Like it's so strange. Like I've never had it this bad. And I'm not a sensationalist. Like I'm not somebody that goes around saying like, it's the end of the world. This is the worst thing that's ever happening. Like I don't do that. My life is hard enough. I'm just trying to get by. I'm in my 30s. I've only got like 60 years left. So like I just want like,
and probably I feel like I've only got like a handful of years left before hitting the wall.
The wall? What wall are you gonna hit?
The wall you hit face first at a certain age when you're not cute and desirable anymore.
Oh, okay. Well, I hope I'm not near that wall, but
hey, at least you're in LA. You can like get Botox or something.
And I will.
Oh, I will too. That is my goal in like my eyebrows are going to be stapled to the back of my head. I'm just going to be like 90% silicone.
Yeah. I mean, why not in this day and age?
Yeah.
What else are you going to spend your money on?
Sorry, what we were saying, that was a tangent.
Oh, I can't remember. Oh, we were just talking about like the forced.
Oh yeah, you don't sensationalize though.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and I don't sensationalize as much, but I do really feel like right now it is as bad as it's been as long as I've been alive. And like I grew up in Tennessee where like a lot of people had never met a Jew. I was the only Jews in my high school, like my brother and I. And it was just like, so we heard weird things like kids couldn't come to our Halloween parties because they thought we were going to sacrifice animals or something. And like, this is the same people who like wouldn't let their kids read Harry Potter because it's witchcraft. And like, so like, it was just these types of Christians that just like are a little bit strange. But like, it's the whole world now, just like blaming the Jews and like talking about the Jews as if we are like vermin again, and as if we are like this demon race that needs to be eradicated. And like people are saying these things. Like, I'm not even being hyperbolic. Like, these are like literal things people are saying now. And they say that it's like Zionism, but like, if you get rid of Israel, you kill half of the world's Jews. That's just the way, and you end up killing 2 million Muslims. But when
they say anti-Zionism, they mean Jews. And I'm not the one saying it. It was Martin Luther King that said that.
That's true.
So these people pretend to like him.
It's just it's demoralizing to an extent. Like it gets exhausting. Like it gets really exhausting.
I think this is true. I don't think you need conspiracy theories to explain anti-Semitism. It's a perennial favorite. It is, but I would bet anything that I think it's being pushed by some very powerful people.
But I thought the Jews controlled the world. Why would they do that to themselves?
Let me say also, if the Muzzies were controlling the world, if we were living under fucking Sharia law, all these bitches would wish that the Jews were in charge.
You're not wrong on that. Yeah. If Sharia law was the law of the land, you'd be like, Jews, please help us.
Yeah. It's so funny too with fucking Tucker Carlson. It's like, has this bitch never seen an episode of the Tucker Carlson show from Fox News? Because that's all he would talk about.
He's just a grifter. Like, again, you don't know a grifter until they've already started grifting. So it's just like.
Speaking of grifter, you said the magic word. Let's have a very quick word from our sponsors.
It's time for my grifting. Give me all your money. Don't just be a drifter. Help me be a grifter.
Fuck you, pay me.
So if you like the channel, help support the channel, send in your super chats, become a channel member, or join my locals, join my Patreon, do the stuff. The links are below. We do lots of fun stuff. We do movie nights, game nights. We watched The Birdcage last night with my subscriber fam. Oh my God, it's the best movie ever.
It is such a good movie. I love The Birdcage.
I had to move it into my top 4 on Letterboxd. I'm like, it deserves top 4 status.
Absolutely.
Do you have anything you can grift? I'm guessing you're not getting paid $7,000 by Israel either.
I'm not. I'm like,
I'm one of those Jews. Like,
I'm just like, I'm hoping that I can at least get monetized on like X or something, so that like at least the work that I am doing is worth something beyond just getting called a Nazi every day. But no, just follow me on Instagram. Follow me on X. It's Seth Daniel.
And his links are below.
The links are below. Yeah. So that's all I'm here to sell at this point is myself.
Same, like a lady of the evening.
Yes,
We're selling ourselves. Duke, thank you so much, dude. Oh my God, you're the best. Here's your pro-Israel grift money. You did a great job today. Woo! Woo! Thank you. I did get Chuck E. Cheese tokens once from being pro-Israel, because I made like a post about like some facts about all this bullshit people were saying, and I was like, where do I get this money that Israel is supposedly giving me? Can I get Chuck E. Cheese tokens for it? Someone sent me Chuck E. Cheese tokens.
Stop! Oh my God,
that is like
that just goes to show you we're not being paid. Like, believe me, I am not on Israel's payroll. They don't fly me out there for free. They don't do anything for me.
No, you know what's amazing though? If we were a bunch of Hamasos saying how wonderful Islam is, they'd probably be fucking whining and dining us and flying us there.
Oh, I mean, Tucker gets to go to Qatar, so.
And these bitches, did you see these stupid little sluts who went on their little Qatar trip?
No.
You didn't see that fucking Emily Saves America and dumbass Rob Smith, who I've always fucking hated?
Yes, I did see that Rob Smith went. I did. He was like, look at how beautiful it is here. Like, oh my God.
Like, it's an empty lot. It's like fucking brutalism.
And you know that they got paid to go there. So it's just like, or at least paid for to go there. So it's just like.
And it's like, I was wrong about Islam. And then that fucking Emily bitch, that stupid slut.
I'm not familiar.
What's that?
I'm not familiar, yeah.
Oh, she's from LA. You hate her.
Oh, great.
But she, magically, miraculously. So before she went on that trip, she was very pro-Israel, was always talking about being pro-Israel. She gets back from her paid-for Qatar trip, and the next day starts bashing the Jews. And I'm like, wow, what amazing magical timing.
It's disappointing. Like, it's really disheartening. Like,
I've done events with both of those bitches too. Couldn't stand either of them, but so I feel very vindicated.
yeah, it's
Thank you, Kiss My Grits. What a piece of shit. What a piece of shit. What a piece of shit. I cannot say. And by the way, this motherfucker, this piece of shit went on somebody, which is obviously wrong and terrible, but some groiper at some event made racist comments to him or homophobic comments, which sucks and that's horrible, but
sure.
whatever. He went on a whole fucking victim tour, went on CNN to try and portray like this is the entire right, this is what MAGA is and stuff.
Isn't he on the right?
What's that?
Isn't he on the right?
He's one of those people who pretends to be whatever someone pays him to be.
Oh,
so
okay.
He pretended to be on the right for a while, then he pretended to be more on the left, and now he's just a Hamaso, I guess.
It's whoever pays the bills.
Mm-hmm. So I wanted to ask you what reaction do you, because you've been very open about all these things, what reaction do you get from these fucking bitchy homos in LA? Like your dodgeball gays,
it's really dismissive. I would say a lot of people know that I'm not afraid of confrontation. I'm not somebody that like, and I know exactly what I'm talking about. Like I said, I've been talking about, especially when it comes to like Israel and Jewish history, I've been talking about this stuff for a decade. So like most people know better now than to come up and say anything to me, because like I will school them, I will hurt their feelings, I will embarrass them, I will like, it doesn't take anything from me. Like these are my family and my friends, like these are my people. Like, are you joking? Like people are just so mad about the fact that Jews defend themselves now. And I'm like, they don't apply it to the same logic for their own country. Like imagine if Mexico came in and slaughtered 3 9/11s worth of people in California. Mexico would be gone.
Yep.
It would be gone. It wouldn't matter who was president. Like it would be gone. And so for the same thing to happen, like to another country and they defend themselves and they go to a war with like a lesser country, like a country that doesn't invest in defense and hides in, you know, civilian territory and all of that. And then it's just, I'm not afraid to have those conversations because I know Jewish history, I know Israeli history, I know enough about international affairs that just like, go ahead, try me. We can do this in public. Like, your friends are watching.
Oh my God, we should do a debate. I want to see you debate one of these bitches.
That'd be fun. I would love
oh my
that.
God, we should do it. Who's somebody you could go against? Who's like a shitty woke Reich person? There's a lot of them.
That's accessible?
Yeah.
I was about to say, I'm like, I would love to talk to Candace, but
I would love to talk to Nick Fuentes.
no, my God, yeah, that would be fun. I don't know much about him. Like he's never been someone who's been on my radar, but a friend of mine.
I mean, it's forced on me. My
yeah,
algorithm.
I mean, people talk about him now, and I'm just like, who is this person? So I had to like look him up, and I was like, people are watching him. People are listening to him.
Cosmic Guy, I want to see you debate Candace Owens. That would just be two black women fighting. My friend Greg tells me I debate like a black woman.
Oh my God.
I
don't know what that means, but it sounds funny.
I don't either. I'm like, no, this is just being Italian.
Italian, yes.
Nick Fuentes, I would debate Nick Fuentes in the bedroom.
I bet he'd like it too.
Fix him. I can fix
him. That's right. You said you could fix Nick Fuentes.
I don't think I'm his type because I'm not a cross dresser, but
I implore you to fix Nick Fuentes.
Somebody give me. I'm right here. Somebody give me the opportunity.
Access.
yeah. Come on, I'll buy drinks. I'll put like a Cosby in them. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my God, no.
I don't think I would need to.
No, I was gonna say he's probably more into it than that, but
yeah. I hate that he's kind of cute.
See, he's a little too twinky for me.
Yeah, what's your type? I want to know.
I usually like Middle Eastern guys. I like people who are hairy. Like I like hairy chests. I like people who are like somewhat fit. You don't have to be like, I don't like jacked guys or anything like that, but I like fit guys, off-white guys.
Off-white, beige,
Yeah, just like
khaki color.
beige, you know, like I don't need you to be like as white as pale as me, but like, you know, I like people that are usually like mixed, or you know, I like people who aren't American. Like I tend to like people who are like foreign, just because I find them more interesting. I learn a lot from them. I learn language from them. I learn culture from them. Like there's a lot of learning in relationships, and I find that to be really fun and a really like exciting part about it. So that's more my type. I like athletic guys too, like not just goes to the gym, but like can play a sport type of thing.
I like guys who look like they're like a step away from death.
I could see that for you.
Like death. I love how backhanded this. I'm gonna start saying that. I can see that for you.
I see that for you. Like,
like sort of ghostly. Like I feel like I would be like the dumb bitch in the movie to fall in love with a ghost. I would be Demi Moore.
Demi Moore. I would be Demi Moore.
From what? Striptease?
Right. You can be her from Ghost. I'll be her from Striptease.
I can kind of see that. I mean, I'm not used to seeing you with a shirt on after looking at your Instagram.
Well, you got it. That's the thing about the intersectionality of my Instagram is like, it's like gay stuff and then like Jewish stuff. And then like those two things clash kind of hard. Cause like when I post like really like pro-Israel or like, you know, just like against anti-Semitism and all of that, like I get all these followers that come in and they're like, yes, what a voice, blah, blah, blah. And then I post a shirtless selfie and I lose a bunch of followers. And then I gain a bunch of gays and then it just goes back and forth. And it's just like,
I'm the same way. Shut up, Maddie. Mikey likes guys who look like the last 15 minutes of Philadelphia. Fuck off.
What does that mean?
I don't like AIDSy guys.
Oh my.
I don't know. Who would you say is the sexiest man in the world? I know my answer.
Then you go first, because I have to think about it.
Steve Buscemi.
What?
But like a young Steve Buscemi.
No, I'm still gagging. Like that's not
sexy. Or maybe like Rick Moranis in like Little Shop of Horrors era.
Who played Dom Draper?
John Hamm. Oh
John
yeah,
Hamm.
I could see that.
See,
I
like
see that.
Man. Like I just watched Bridesmaids the other day and I was like, fuck yeah. Get to see John Hamm with his shirt off in bed. Let's go.
Yeah, people think I have bad taste. Girl who wouldn't be Demi Moore. I agree. She's had too much work done though, I think. She's got like horse veneers at this point. I hate that.
I hate the way Hollywood does that to people. Like when everybody just like gets so much work done that like you don't get to see what they look like anymore. Because like there's no nostalgia in a face that doesn't look like it used to look if you've been in the game that long.
Speaking of insufferable gays though, I have some I gotta show you. We gotta talk about this fucking bitch. This guy should win an award for worst gay on the planet. I hate this asshole so much. I know you're gonna. I don't know anybody who could disagree with this. I feel like even the fucking transes hate this guy, and they're like, "Shut up, shut up, shut up! You're making us look even worse." Can we talk about fucking Lily Tino?
Oh my god. Okay, yeah, not a fan.
I got two things to show you. This is the less bad one, if you can believe it. Are you ready for this shit?
Absolutely. They literally found me at my most Lily Tino. My cake pops are gone, incinerated, but the bag that held them is still intact. And I could have had the bag removed, but I didn't.
First of all, he's at Disneyland, by the way.
I think I've seen this video.
And can I tell you the most horrific thing ever?
Yeah.
He's telling the truth. And do you know why I know that? Because I clicked on Twitter one day and I saw his balls. I didn't want to see it. It just popped up. It was him dressed like Velma from Scooby-Doo with his fucking legs open and his shit hanging out. And I can't. It's like
painful. That's so. I just find this person to be repugnant because like they do it I can't take away 100% of their authenticity, but I can take away like 90.
I'll take the extra 10.
Okay, because like everything they do is rage bait, public rage bait. They just want to make people uncomfortable, and like that is the antithesis of what gay people have always fought for, and trans people. Like legitimate trans people want to be integrated into society as the gender that they appear, and want to be treated that way. This is somebody who does the most minimal effort and goes into public and makes people uncomfortable for the sake of claiming victimhood. And like all of that is unattractive to me. Not that I'm trying to be attracted to this person, but like I find it repulsive because it's like we've worked so hard just to be able to be like, gays have always just like when we talk about like gay rights, it's like leave us alone.
Yep.
Like that's gay rights in a nutshell. It's just like leave us alone. And trans people, it's a little bit more because like they do have like trans healthcare and things like that that are necessary for like adult trans people, that they have to ask a little bit more for. But like this person just wants to make you uncomfortable.
Well, and that's what, you know,
like Jessica Yaniv, remember?
Oh God, I haven't heard that name in forever. Ugh.
I remember when Blair and her did the debate and she tasered, and then Blair got her like arrested.
Was that like a moment for you?
Was that like a moment for you? I was like, it was a moment for me.
I gotta call Blair. I miss her.
I DM'd her the other day just to be like, welcome back, because like she's in San Diego now.
Aw, I miss her. What the fuck is I saying? No, there's this guy I used to be friends with who's trans and like, you know, an actual trans, not one of these people. Has been trying to reconnect and was like trying to confront me about, you know, being transphobic or some bullshit like that. And I'm like, genuinely, I don't understand why it isn't actual transgender people that are the most outraged about this. Because if I were trans, I would hate this shit 1,000 times more than I would be 10 times more outraged. No, and I don't just mean this. I mean everything that's happening, the non-binaries, the trans kids, all of it. I would be even more outraged about it than I am.
I think they are. I think that like true transgender people who want to integrate into society, like I said, as the gender that they choose to appear, that they feel that they are, those people are trying to assimilate. And like this person's not. And this person makes trans rights difficult because we end up talking about this person. And we're not talking about trans people who actually like are trying to fight for justice for like themselves, like to be able to get actual health care. Like, cause like it's important that doctors understand trans things. Like they need to go get things checked and stuff just like the rest of us. Mm-hmm. But like we end up talking about her or them.
Him.
Him.
I will not call this fucking freak of her.
I'm some of the LA like leaked into my bones.
Yeah, that's your LA speaking.
I'm just like, this person's not real to me. Like this is a caricature of a human being and it's used to steal away attention from actual trans people, which is just disappointing.
Because it's useful later on when I'm converting my marshmallow wand into a marshmallow tunnel. Specifically, this bag will be turned into
First of all, let me say, unfortunately, I've seen it. Wand is being very generous. That is way too generous.
Why have you seen this person naked so much?
I didn't want to. I clicked.
I also don't want to, and I haven't. I'm really good at not doing things I don't want to.
I'm not at all. Like, I think it was even a tweet that said, don't click on this. And I clicked on it. And let me tell you, this bitch, he's got nothing going on between his ears, just like he's got nothing going on between his legs. There was nothing to see.
Of the tunnel, or the curtains, if you will. The interior of the tunnel will come from the marshmallow wand itself. After, of course, all of the insides are taken out and it is inverted. But what about the bean, the most important piece of the puzzle? You can't replicate that, right? Wrong. The underside of the marshmallow wand right here is actually great building blocks for what will eventually become the bean. And to answer your question, yes, most people can achieve pastry nirvana after everything is said and done. And to be clear, all of this is an oversimplification. There are different ways to do it. Different chefs have different methods, but it's all towards the same thing, making us feel comfortable with our pastries.
First of all, neither of those are pastries. One is a marshmallow dipped in chocolate, and the other one's like a cake pop. So, like, can't even get that right. But
oh my god, yeah, this is the same asshole who was filming in the bathroom at Disney World.
right.
It's
And I just saw them do a video where they were like, "I'm not banned from Disneyland," and like went to Disney World or whatever.
That's the problem. You should be.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this is so. I guess he went on some like filming rampage at Disneyland. This is even worse. Oh, I can't.
I feel like we're breaching territory where I'm seeing things I don't want to see.
That's what the show is for, my friend. You're welcome.
Mikey!
I'm not doing it.
Yes, you are!
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Disneyland, everyone. Why is he not banned from Disneyland?
Theme park only for kids, right?
Oh my god, just finish the pipple, please.
I can't. I can't. I can't.
That's just so inflammatory. Like, it's on purpose. It's on purpose. It's on purpose. And that's the part that bothers me is it's like, it's one thing if you're like on the spectrum and naive or something like that, but like that person is trying to do this. Like, they want this reaction. They want people to spread their videos. They want people to like comment hate shit. They want people to misgender them. They want all of that. That's their goal. And that's so unfair to trans people who are actually trying to go through transitions and assimilate into society. Like, that is just, it's just so unfair. And like, I feel bad for trans people because they have to deal with this. And this is what Republicans talk about when they talk about trans people. And like, when they talk about being anti that, is like, they look at this person and think that that's real. They think that person's legitimate.
But it is real in the sense of this is a real thing that's happening. And for me, like, we probably have the same views on actual trans people, but I've gotten to a point where like, I'm like, I can't feel bad for them because how many who aren't conservative, like Blair, or I don't know if you know Marcus or Buck Angel, or some people I know who are trans that are more conservative. How many mainstream trans people have spoken out about any of this?
Yeah.
Basically zero. So, you know, I feel like at a certain point you reap what you sow. If you're not going to take a stand against things that are abjectly wrong, and the things that have been pushed over the last decade in the name of trans are just so abhorrently wrong, then I've been saying this since the day that I friggin' started streaming or making videos that like, there's going to be a big backlash coming against you people, and you can hate me for it, but I'm just telling you the facts. I mean,
it's already happening. Like, it's already happening.
Yeah. And it's like, they'll hate people like me for it. They'll hate people like Blair for it. They'll hate people like you for it. They've nobody to blame but themselves. It's like, don't be upset that I'm calling this shit out. Why aren't you? Why aren't you motherfuckers?
It's important. Like, I'm actually a firm believer in gatekeeping. I think gates have locks for a reason. Like, sometimes you need to lock the gate behind you.
I do not believe in open borders.
Right. I'm like, no, like, everybody's got a border, and like my brain has a border, and like my values have a border. Like, there's just things I can't just say like, oh well, let people live. Like, you are an adult, but like, there's harm in what you're doing to other people. That's my dog, Lenny.
What's his name?
Her name is Lenny. It was Helen Hunt, so now it's Len and then Lenny.
It was Helen Hunt?
Yeah. It just didn't stick. It became Lenny.
Why Helen Hunt? Which Helen Hunt?
Helen Hunt, the actress, because dogs hunt.
Know, in which role? Like, Helen Hunt is as good as it gets.
Mad About You.
Okay.
I grew up watching Mad About You. My parents are a little bit older.
Mine
you have older parents too. Yeah, your parents are older than mine.
Oh yeah, my dad is probably older than anyone's dad. I want to see Lemmy.
Say
Wait.
hi, Lenny. Lenny.
Oh, look at the face.
That's my baby girl.
Aw, I just rewatched As Good as It Gets a couple weeks ago. That was such a great movie. Did you ever see that?
As Good as It Gets? I don't think so.
Oh my god, you have to go watch it right after
I'm not
this.
a big movie person, but I know that's gonna start.
You're not?
Yeah, I'm not. I'm a TV person. I'm not a big movie person.
Okay, are there any shows that are good? I feel like there's nothing good on TV anymore. Are there
There's
any
not
shows
much
you're
good on
watching?
TV right now. No.
There's this
I
show
watched-
I want to check out.
I watch BoJack Horseman on repeat. Like, I love some nihilism. I love an adult cartoon.
Fuck you, Duke. Anyway,
Wait, how old are you? Or do you not do that?
I don't understand the question.
That's so stupid.
You're so stupid.
And
It's, you know,
33. Like,
yeah, but you've had like long ass relationships. You said you were with somebody 7 years. That's like 47 years in gay years.
it is. It's actually statistically when marriages typically end is 7 years.
So yeah, when I have a ring on it, I'll start being honest about my age.
Okay. That's
You
a
know
great
what's
formula
terrible?
for finding a man. Lie.
Yeah, I'm a firm believer in lie. No, you know what's terrible too? I mean, I don't even use any of them really, but I realized at a certain point all my dating apps have a different age on them.
Oh no.
It's not even consistent. So if somebody sees me on one, they see me on the other.
I have no apps. I'm anti-app now.
Really?
I'm complete. I haven't had the apps for months. Because I feel like I've seen everybody and everybody just like, we all like, swipe right and then we don't talk, or we talk and we don't meet up. And then like occasionally you'll meet up and you're like, you don't like your picture. Like, I just don't like, if I can't find you out in the real world doing something at a place where I would actually go, so we have something in common. Like, if I meet someone at dodgeball, or if I meet somebody at a bar that I like to go to, like that means that we would at least have something in common, versus like on an app, what, I liked your picture from 2 years ago. Like, I don't,
Yeah.
it just gets old.
Yeah, I don't really check them anymore. I deleted them for a bit, and then I was banned from Hinge, by the way. I got a new
Really?
phone, so I was able to sign up again. My friend was like, "Let me put your number and give me the code." I might have said something not glowing about the alphabet people, so I got banned. Meanwhile, they can say all their fucking Hamas ho bullshit. By the way, I'm drinking absinthe, in case anyone is wondering.
Oh, I did wonder what the green was. That was like a margarita or something. Like,
No,
it's Monday and you're drinking on a Monday night.
It's I could be like one of these basic white chicks now. Shit, next I'll start listening to Candace Owens.
Oh my god.
I'm like, because I said that's her demographic, fucking wine moms who aren't getting laid.
Middle-aged. You said that too.
Fuck you, Seth. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Got
How
him.
dare you? Fuck you.
Well, I'm drinking coconut water, unsponsored.
Oh, you're all healthy. You're from LA.
I'm trying. Like, I mean,
No, I need to try too. I'm in my fat Elvis era.
yeah, right.
I am. No, I'm very
You're
out of
small.
shape. I'm very out of shape. And I'm like, can I tell you, by the way, I always thought that, how they have, so there's a twink, and you know how there's a word twunk?
Yeah, I'm a twunk.
You bitch. I always thought that twunk, I learned what it meant. It's like what?
A
Hunky.
twink hunk. Yeah, like a
Yeah,
twinkle
I
puzzle.
always thought it was just the past tense. The past tense of twink. Like the twink has twunk.
Oh,
Like,
I was
that's
like, how
kind
do
of
you
like-
past tense like a person? But I get
Because
it.
it's like, you hit the wall. So I feel
Twink,
like
twink, twunk. Yeah.
yeah, I feel like I'm, days away from twunking.
Oh my god.
Wait, sorry, let me pull up my X. There was something else I wanted to show you. Also, like I said, if anyone feels so inclined, send in your super chats. Make sure you're following this guy as well, or join my Patreon, join my locals. What did we say we were going to do for the next movie night? Was it Waiting for Guffman? I think. Have you seen that?
Which one?
Waiting for Guffman?
No.
What?
Never
Have you
even
seen
heard of
that show?
No.
What? You live in LA and you don't watch movies.
I know. I'm sorry. I work long hours. Like,
Whatever. Fuck you, bitch. I'm not that old. Okay, have you seen
Serial
Serial
Mom?
Mom? We should do movie night on
Sounds
that.
familiar. What is Serial Mom?
Have you seen anything?
No.
Shit. I'm a bad gay when it comes to everything, but you're a bad gay with movies.
Yeah, I'm just a bad LA because like in LA you're supposed to like care about Hollywood, and I just don't. Even when I was in SAG, like I didn't vote. I got the screeners. I didn't watch them.
That's like all you get out of that. That's such a fucking
It's true.
scam.
It is a scam. I stopped paying after a while.
So did I.
They still send me things being like, pay your dues. I'm like, y'all don't do anything for me.
They gave up on me. They don't send me shit. Yeah, Seth and Courtney should meet. They've seen 2 movies combined. I wanted to pull this up, though. This fucking douchebag. So did you see Magic Johnson endorsed Karen Bass?
No, I didn't see that.
Ugh.
She's doing a tremendous job.
With her probably 30 years.
She's doing a
She
tremendous
sustained
job.
the first ever consecutive decrease in homelessness. Homicide rate is down. New housing units, 40,000. And she's doing a tremendous job. Mayor Bass has to have a second term. And I'm excited to say that.
All right.
Oh!
Thank you so much. I so
The mayor.
appreciate
Oh wow, she was right there the whole time.
Listen,
Yeah, probably with a gun to
took
his head.
on a tough job here,
Yeah.
and you've done a fabulous job. And all of us appreciate your efforts and what you're doing, and we look forward to helping you continue your mission and the things that you have in store, your vision for the city. And I'm on board. You just tell me what I need to do.
Well, you know what, Magic? You are so important. to
Yeah,
us.
new housing because half your
People
shit
think
burned
of
down.
Los Angeles, they think of Magic Johnson. You are such a bright light to our city. You've always stood with me. We have stood together, accomplishing great things for Los
I care
Angeles.
about
And I
Magic
look forward
Johnson.
to
I've
all
heard
that
that
we
name in
do.
about 20 years.
Thank you.
Creating jobs
Yes.
for the people here in Los Angeles. That's what she's doing. Amazing.
Oh, I hate it. I hate it.
It wasn't
so
even
much.
a good ad. Like I wasn't even swayed because like they
Also-
start with false statistics and stuff. Like the crime is down. I'm like, you've changed how you measure crime.
Yes, and also, the people don't even bother reporting shit anymore. The cops do nothing. I saw some girl post today how she was stabbed in L.A. The cops put her on hold, and she had to drive herself to the hospital.
Oh wow.
So they'll report that as crime going down. No, but these people talk about their words meaning nothing. These people claim that, oh, they're against billionaires and shit. This motherfucker is worth $1.6 billion.
Well, they're also pushing for Steyer. Like I see a lot of these far leftists that are pushing for Steyer, and I'm like, Steyer's a billionaire, like a multi-billionaire.
I don't
And
understand.
I thought billionaires were bad. Like,
Their words mean nothing. I don't understand the appeal of that guy. Like, he looks like he sits in the cuck chair in the hotel. Doesn't he? He looks like he'd have a dominatrix. He looks like, I don't know. I think he's fucking freaky. He
I
looks,
feel like all politicians do kinky shit.
yeah, he looks like a little bit of a pervert. Are people actually supporting him?
Yes. Like, I follow someone on Instagram who I just like met casually out through a friend, and we followed each other. And
Casually, Seth?
yes, casually, like at a pool party.
Oh, I bet.
And he's very much like, burn it all down, capitalism is evil, like all this stuff. And he's like, we have to vote for Steyer because Becerra is like bought and paid for by the oil companies. And I'm like, Tom Steyer's a multi-billionaire. How do you think he got his money? And if one billionaire is evil, AOC, then they're all evil.
Mm-hmm. These people truly, and I'm not being hyperbolic, they truly have not put 2 seconds of thought into their own beliefs or why they think the things they do. They've done no research. It's like, oh, you know who I can't fucking stand? That guy, the Groiper guy, who's like a Muslim. Do you know who I'm talking about? Chat, who am I thinking of? What's his name? And his name isn't even real. He has some name that he goes by, and his actual name is like, you know, Muhammad Abdul Muhammad. And he goes to campuses, and he wears a shirt of like putting cookies in the oven because the cookies are Jews. Not Sneeko, the other one. Sneeko sucks as well.
Yeah, Sneeko sucks.
Ugh. At least he's like, I'm not gonna say he's cute. He could be if he didn't speak this much. This other guy is ugly as fuck. Chat, who am I talking about? Thank you. See, Sage always has the answers. I have to introduce you and Sage, by the way, because you would love each other. She's one of my favorite people. Myron
Sage said some really nice things about me on under your tweet about our show. So thank you. She called me a mensch.
She is amazing. Myron Gaines, you've seen him, right?
I don't think so.
Let me pull this up because you have to. It's fucking unbelievable. He's the one who wears a shirt everywhere he goes of like putting Jews into the oven, but they're cookies.
That's weird.
Like at least have the. That's the thing. They can't even have the courage of their convictions. I did not say Sneeko is cute. I mean anybody is cute.
You almost said that.
He's almost cute. Anyone is compared to Myron Gaines. Thanks, Sage. We're both mensches.
Thank you.
I like that.
I try.
Wait, I have to find this. So this guy is really trying hard to be like, which sucks. I really think a lot of us didn't realize the extent of how Charlie Kirk was really the glue holding sanity together. Because I think without him,
things really have gotten weird since he died. Like no matter what side of the spectrum you're on, just like both sides have become fanatics after he died. Like I'd heard of the guy, I'd seen his stuff on campuses and like all of that, and like he's like thought provoking, but like I was never just like a big Charlie guy. And then like he died, and all of a sudden everyone's insane.
Yeah, have you seen that meme that it's like a dam and he's the dam holding back total retardation? That's so damn true. Okay, I found this. This asshole doesn't realize how revealing this is. So this asshole goes to campuses to talk about, the Holocaust didn't happen and the Jews and all this shit. But I feel like this is inadvertently very revealing.
I want to dedicate this to Charlie Kirk.
Yeah.
You said a Nazi? Well, Charlie wasn't a Nazi. I am. So, anyway, Charlie. I am. Now you guys are stuck with me. He was.
Remember that he was a Nazi. I'm a Nazi. He said.
Way nicer. So yeah, rest in peace to Charlie Kirk. I'm going to dedicate this section of the show, well, this video, to Charlie. We keep his memory alive. We can have political disagreements all day, but at the end of the day, he's an American. He was a patriot, and whoever was responsible, we will find you and you will go to jail. So fuck you. So and no one should ever be persecuted for their political belief system, whether you're left, right, centered, any of your skin color. Even this weirdo over here, he shouldn't be persecuted or it.
He doesn't realize how revealing what he just fucking said is. How do you go from I'm a Nazi to nobody should be persecuted for their skin color?
That was deliberate.
These people have not put 2 seconds of thought into their fucking beliefs. Those are two totally contradictory things.
But like, that's kind of the whole point. Like they make circular thought. Like they don't intend for it to make sense. They just want to say polarizing things so that you react to it or you agree with it and then you start saying it, or it's so exhausting. The whole like denial of the Holocaust and all that kind of stuff. It's just like, what do you think happened then? Why do you think America got involved? Like because we just were bored.
The Jews were running the world back then. They couldn't stop the Holocaust on their own, despite running the world. So they forced America to.
I'm bored. It's boring.
I'm so sick of these people, dude.
It's exhausting. And the fact that now, like we said, it's like the far left and the woke right. It's coming from both sides. It's coming from both doors of the house. Like
the call is coming from inside the house. But you probably haven't seen that movie, bitch.
I've seen that movie. That was the reference I was making, but it was 2 of them. So I said front and back door.
Oh, I'm so proud.
I've seen Scream.
Okay, we're friends again.
Okay, good.
We're feuding for a moment. We're friends again. Do you think there's like any hope of things changing? Like that's what I'm trying to figure out is like, what's the end point of all this shit? People obsessing about the Jews and Israel and all that shit. Like, what's the end point? Are people seriously going to be fucking voting on this? Or is there enough of is there enough fortitude on the right to sort of hold it back?
I'd say for right now, it's not going anywhere. I think it's going to get worse for a minute.
I do too.
I don't think we've reached the pinnacle. I think something bad has to happen, which is kind of fucked up to say because bad stuff's already happening. Jews are getting murdered and stabbed and set on fire and all across London and in the US, and like, you know, synagogues are getting shot up and things like that, which is wild because when we hated Russia for Ukraine, we weren't murdering Russians.
Yeah.
You know, and China and the Uyghur Muslims were not murdering Chinese people. But like Israel, which by the way, they're only upset about Zionism, we kill Jews. It's just not, we haven't reached the pinnacle, and like that makes me nervous, it makes me scared. But it doesn't make me cowardly. Like I'm still gonna be loud and I'm gonna be proud. And if that puts me in harm's way, then at least I was honest. At least I was like being authentic and standing up for my people and what I believe in and what I know is right. So it's like I can't just be silent because I'm scared.
Oh, you're awesome, dude.
Thank you.
You've been to Israel too, right? I think
Yeah.
I waited too long, and I think I've aged out of being able to do the birthright thing because I was eligible for it, but I am no longer. I don't think I'm too
I think
old.
they raised it, if I'm not wrong, it's like 36, which you can't confirm or deny. But just that's
okay. I'll do it then.
I'm not 36. I can go.
I'm not.
That's good.
Yeah, it is good. I guess I'll do it then.
Yeah,
Did you do that?
Yeah, I did a birthright. I led a birthright trip. I went there with my ex. Like I've been like 4 or 5 times. One of my best friends is Israeli, and he lived there for a couple of years, and I went and visited him. And I've been all over the country. I've been to the West Bank. Like I've been to Arab neighborhoods. Like it's obviously not anything everybody says it is. Like it's not.
Did you meet your ex in Israel, or did you just happen to meet an Israeli in America?
I met an Israeli in America.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. He had a 1-year job here.
Why do I feel like dating would be better in fucking Israel than in LA?
For me, it would be. God. Moderate Jews, please, Jesus. Like,
yeah, here they're probably all fucking Hamasos. You know what drives me nuts is that I thought when I moved to Florida that the gays would be a little bit more sane.
Are they not? Really?
Oh, God, no. And you know what pisses me off the most in that is that a lot of these people are from Florida. They've never lived anywhere else. And so they have all these opinions because they don't have to live with the consequences. They get to live in a red state that's clean, that's functional, that does things right. Go live in fucking San Francisco. Go live on the south side of Chicago. Go live in New York, LA, and let me know how it goes for you. And you'll be voting Republican within 2 fucking weeks. Sorry, I needed my absinthe shot. I feel like I'm not tipsy. But
I'm not tipsy.
I'm not tipsy, but I'm not tipsy. Oh my God, dude. I turned on Grindr in Israel one night, and everyone that messaged me was on the wrong side of the wall. No.
Wait a minute. You're telling me that Gazans had Grindr?
They're allowed to?
I wouldn't imagine.
I don't know how it works there. If it's like China where they control.
Oh no, they don't have that much control. They don't have that much infrastructure, but it would still be like, I'm sure there's also people looking for people on Grindr.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Please tell me you screen capped everything and we can do like a deep dive on this one.
That's fascinating. I have a hard time believing that. Not to call you a liar, Duke, but I have a hard time believing it.
Oh, I believe it.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I want to see what Palestinian Grindr looks like. It's probably fucking.
I don't. I have no interest. It's probably all blank profiles. It's like going to the South. Like
they're all fucking blank. Oh my God, dude. They're like everyone around here. They're all like fucking meth heads, cross dressers.
That tracks for Florida. I mean, it does.
No, you're right. I'm not arguing. You're right. It sucks, but you're right. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I could just see like these fucking bitchy gay Hamas hoes bitching at you with sticking their finger in your face.
It's beyond. I just feel like your question earlier about like if the Republicans or if anyone will be able to temper like the anti-Semitism, like I really just I've noticed that since the ceasefire with Hamas that like the temperature's kind of gone down with Israel a little bit, like at least in real life, not online. But in real life, like people aren't quite so like people aren't wearing like Free Palestine shirts and keffiyehs all the time as if it's like
Really?
currently happening. Yeah, I'm not seeing that the same way. But it's online, like it's still ever present. But that's because it's easy to be unpalatable online. You don't have to like account for anything that you say or do. So
Yeah.
but I don't think it's gonna get better right now.
There was driving recently a couple weeks ago, and there were people on the side of the road gathered holding their Free Palestine signs.
We still have some of that, but like it's usually like 5 or 10 people. It's not like a thing.
That's the thing. It's got to just be people with very empty lives because like you have nothing better to do. Like what are you impacting?
What do you do for work? Like I have to be at work most of the time. Like
that's the thing. You're not like standing on a street corner with an Israeli flag. Like what are you accomplishing?
Yeah. Like are you just your retirement or are you a college student? Like what? I just don't get it. I don't.
Well, it's
and I don't get what you're doing because they do it outside of a synagogue, and I'm like, these people are just praying.
Oh, but I thought they were just anti-Zionist. They just have legitimate concerns about foreign aid. They're not against Jews. They just have
go to the consulate. Jesus, like at least know what place to go to. God,
yes.
Leave regular Jews alone. Like most Jews are Zionists. It's like over 90%, but like they don't want to hear that, and they don't care because they found their pick-me Jew who says like I'm a good Jew, and so like then their point is proven, and I'm just like, you just want to harass Jewish people. That's it.
This is why I stay in the valley. I never see that shit here. Where's the valley?
The valley is like the San Fernando Valley. It's across the hill.
Oh, is that like the wrong side of the tracks?
No, it's nice, but there's mostly Israelis up there. Like they all live in the valley.
What was that? What was the wrong side of the tracks? There was the lady from the OC was
like
from the wrong side of the tracks.
Like
what's that?
Like Inglewood or something?
Maybe. I don't know, but she was like one of the gold diggers on the OC, and they were very upset that she was from the wrong side of the tracks.
Oh, yeah.
You never watched the OC? Oh my God, a show you have to watch. Don't watch the most recent season. Have you seen The Comeback?
I haven't, but I do want to see The Comeback. I love her. I love Lisa Kudrow.
And I'm so upset they brought it back for one more season, and
they just
no, just like that the entire fucking thing.
Oh really?
Did you watch Sex and the City?
I don't watch Sex and the City. I have
that's the gayest shit I've ever said.
Yeah, I'm like, it does nothing for
me.
They
did the reboot of it, and like we had to have fucking watch parties for it. It was like unfathomably horrible.
That's what everybody said. Like I never heard anything good about it.
It was like, you can't comprehend how horrible it is. We're probably gonna wrap up in the next like 10 minutes or so. So if anyone feels so inclined, send in your super chats. Make sure you're joined to my locals or my Patreon, or become a channel member if you feel so inclined. And make sure you are following this dude right here. So what have you got coming up? What are you up to in Seth land?
I mean, right now I'm working a lot. That's like a big thing that I'm just like focusing on. I'm trying to get myself higher into my career because like I've only been, like I said, when I quit acting, I'm like 5 years into my career, and so I'm a part-time online warrior for Jews, and then I'm a part-time corporate junkie. So like most of what I do is try to make content that's relatable to like my gay Jews, and for the rest of the time I try to make money. But I'm not like on a speaking tour. Like I'm still new into all of this. Like I've talked about doing it for years. I've been talking to you about doing it for years.
You should be doing this.
And I would love to. I just have to like lean more into it. I have to like start my own podcast, like do all of that. And like, but this is my first time being on a podcast other than Armchair Anonymous. I was on
What's
Armchair
Chair
Anonymous.
Anonymous? It sounds
Armchair Anonymous.
What's that?
It's like one of the more popular podcasts. They did an episode on cults. And I called in. I was in a cult by accident for 2 years when I was 14.
What? Okay, I take it back that we're wrapping up. I take it back. We're doing
No.
another
That's a whole other episode. Oh my God.
What cult were you in? Oh my God, I love cults. What? Oh my God, tell me everything. What cult?
So I was a
What do you
troubled
mean
teen.
accidentally? Okay, you can't give me shit that I accidentally dated a Nazi or I accidentally wore keffiyehs, whatever the fuck they're called. You were accidentally in a cult? Okay, what? Let me guess. You were blinded by the D. What guy got you into a cult?
So I was 14.
Okay, see, that's how I would join a cult.
I was 14 and I was like a troubled teen. So I got sent away to a program for troubled teens. And it ended up being like a Mormon cult. And I was gone for 2 years and had very restricted, limited like communication with my family. And like all of my letters were edited and things like that. So I had to type them all. And like they did the same thing with my parents' communications to me and things like that so that they could kind of control the narrative. And like they took away my phone calls. And like I was in isolation for 6 months. And like because I fought the program like really hard. But it was a Mormon thing. Like they run the entire troubled teen industry. The thing that happened to Paris Hilton, that's what happened to me.
That's crazy. Did they make you wear magical underwear?
They did not.
Because you know the Mormons, they wear magic underwear.
The funny thing was it wasn't very Mormon. Like I found out kind of later, like after the fact, that it was run by Mormons, but like it was very Mormon. Like
it was in Utah. That's where hers was, I think.
Mine was in Virginia, the bad one, and then I got kicked out of that one after a year and sent to one in Utah. Yeah,
that's crazy. I would have never pegged you as having been a troubled teen.
I know. I
feel like people would think that about me.
I'm so like, I don't know, what do you call it? Well established. I just have my shit together, I guess. Yeah, it's also been 15 years, so like.
Was it just like the program ended or did you have to like escape the cult?
So it ended like apparently after a while, like, I mean, my parents paid like a pretty penny for it. So I think after a while, my parents were just like, he's made progress. Like he's doing well. We want him to come back home and like, this is where we want to stop. And so I think it was just kind of like at their discretion. I reached a certain point in the program where I had like, there's like levels. And I had gotten to like level 4 or something out of 5. And they were just like, you've done your fair share. You were already at a different program before this. Like, you know, and the second place I went wasn't quite as, it was like much more regulated, like by like psychology and like governing boards and stuff. So like, it wasn't so scary, but so my parents just eventually said like, we're going to bring him home. And then I had like Stockholm syndrome where I like wanted to go back and like I wanted to finish the program to prove that I could and like all of this. It was crazy.
Holy
Paris
shit.
Hilton was in a cult. She was at one called Provo Canyon to date it.
Or well, I think it was more like, was it a cult or was it like an abusive sort of?
It's the exact same system I was in. I had some of the same staff that like knew that she was there. Like I'd heard about her while I was there. Because I was there in like 2007, and that was like the peak Paris Hilton, Britney Spears, Lindsay Lohan era. And so like I had heard about her being in the programs through my staff.
Did they say she was like a troubled wayward youth?
I mean, the only thing I remember is they said that she was airlifted out of the program when she left, but I don't know if that's true. Like,
good for her. Should have airlifted you out.
That would have been nice.
So what were they like real dicks there?
It was like confrontational therapy. So it was like we would get in groups, we would all scream at each other and like, you know, hold each other accountable for like the most minute, stupid shit. And so it just ended up being like an insane jump, like on top of each other, screaming at each other. Like they used to have us run anger, which would mean you'd have to like put your head between your knees and scream at the floor at like the top of your lungs. And people's like blood vessels would like pop in their faces and stuff. Like it was. And that was like therapeutic. I was like, I don't need to scream. I'm not mad. Like they'd be like, do it. You're not doing any work, Seth. So,
they want you to become angry though. So then you'll keep needing them.
Exactly. Well, yeah. And they just wanted you to emote or you weren't doing work. So you like, if you didn't cry, you weren't doing work. If you didn't scream, you weren't doing work. If you didn't bring up some new topic, then you weren't doing work. And like, it was really damaging because a lot of people, like, I was 14. I hadn't really done anything. I had done some drugs. Like, you know, I had broken some rules and like, you know, was starting to like do bad in school. And my parents were just trying to like keep me on track. And like, this place was just not, it wasn't registered as a mental health institution. So they didn't abide by mental health laws. So they just kind of experimented on us. They didn't let us sleep. They overfed us. We went through workshops, which were like days long. And it was all just really traumatic and strange.
Holy shit. Is this still around? Have they been shut down?
It got shut down.
Good.
The one in Utah is still there, but the one in Virginia is gone.
Oh shit. So they still have one operating.
Oh, there's still an industry of this. Paris Hilton's been going to Congress trying to get like new laws put out to like protect troubled teens.
I know. I kind of love her now.
Me too. She really had a resurgence. Like I used to just be like Paris Hilton, the blonde girl, but now I'm like, no, she's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm like, good for her. You know who else did? Lindsay Lohan. Like someday when I can afford it, I need to find her plastic surgeon. That bitch is a magician.
She looks so good. New teeth, new face, everything.
She looks amazing. Like that. Whoever she went to, that's a fucking magician.
And she paid money. Oh, yeah. She paid money for that face. But she's got like oil money now. She married like a prince or something, like a Saudi prince.
A lot of these actresses marry some like fucking. Didn't Anne Hathaway or who am I
Janet
thinking?
Jackson.
Salma Hayek. Who's that?
Janet Jackson.
Oh, she did? I didn't know that.
Yeah, and I think, don't sue me, Janet. I think there was like a rule in their marriage contract that she owed him a baby. And once they had a baby, she would get like a certain amount of money if they got divorced. And so she had that baby and they got divorced.
Shit, good for her. Damn, I got to get on that.
I know, right? I'm like,
I feel
if I wasn't Jewish.
See, I feel like I need to be more Jewish and be like, get that money.
Like, well, I'm just saying to get an Arab oil financer to like be interested in me. I'm the wrong white guy.
You could convert. You could become a muzzy.
I'm good.
I can give you my old keffiyehs.
I'm so good.
They were cute, dude. I used to have like fucking neon keffiyehs. I didn't know. I thought they were just scarves.
I'm pretty sure the neon ones don't count. Like,
okay, that's good to know.
Like, I don't think they're meant to be like style garb, but
oh God, don't even mention.
I was actually just at Madonna's release party at the Abbey.
Oh, I saw that. How was it?
It was really good. Like, she's cool.
Her face looks like it's gotten a little bit better. I
just think I don't know if she got like things dissolved or if she just like it relaxed or whatever, but like she looked great.
Really?
In person, she looked great. I mean, she's 67. She looked 67, but she looks great.
She looked fucking terrifying for a bit. She looked like Jocelyn Wildenstein.
She got filled a little bit more than her face required, for sure.
Yeah. She was
she looked good.
She was like 10 pounds of potatoes in a 5-pound sack.
Oh no.
Oh my God. Can I say the most exciting? You probably won't give a shit, but the most exciting news ever, no doubt, has gotten back together.
I've seen you posting about it, yeah.
But it's in Vegas. I want to be in Vegas so badly.
Vegas isn't expensive.
Well, you got to fly there. You got to buy the ticket. Let me get like hired first.
Yeah. That's fair.
Oh my God. And I just found out you're definitely not going to know who they are. However, my other favorite band, The Start, has not released an album since like 2006. And they just announced they're getting. So my two favorite bands have gotten back together this year. It's amazing.
That is exciting. My favorite band is never going to get back together.
Who?
Britney Spears.
Aww. Yeah, I don't know.
It's a sad story that's already over. Like, we're never getting. Is she
in rehab now?
No, she left after like 3 weeks.
Was it finished or did she leave? Like in a.
I'm not on her team. I don't know the specifics, but I've never been to a rehab that only lasted 3 weeks. So.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like people were like, free Britney, and then you see her dancing half naked with knives. You're like, maybe not that free.
Yeah, it's like I want her to be free because like people are allowed to get DUIs, people are allowed to dance in their kitchen and look bad if they want. Like we all look like shit most of the time. Like we just expect a lot from celebrities, but
True.
But I'm not delusional. I'm a huge fan, and I'm not delusional that like something's a little off. And I hope she gets the help that she needs.
Hopefully she is now.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I was thinking Gwen Stefani. It's the same thing that she kind of got a lot of work done, and is looking more normal now.
Yeah, she does. She looks great. From what
I aspire to that level of work. I aspire to being that level of plastic.
I don't. I want to age gracefully, but I'm not against a little poke and a prod.
Oh, I bet. So, dude, what have you got coming up?
Just travel. I'm going to be in New York for the 4th of July. I'm going to Fire Island, like one of the all the other gays. Like,
have you been there before? I've never been there.
I went last year for the first time. One of my friends works there, so I get to stay for free.
Was it like
it's like gay sleepaway camp. It's really fun.
Oh, I bet it is.
And I mean, there's definitely a lot of that going on. That's not really my thing, but I do enjoy like hanging out with everybody, meeting new people, dancing, and
I feel like you're not as hoary as most.
I'm not. Like I said, I was a long-term relationship girly, so like I just want to be loved for who I am.
I aspire to be a long-term relationship person, but I'm so unlikable that it's never panned out that way.
I don't think you're that unlikable, but I understand what you mean.
Oh, thanks, Seth. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like you know what? I don't know if you've realized this too, or if you've been around too many of them, but the gays who so when I first became more right-leaning, I was like, ooh, conservative gays, they're going to be normal. They're going to be totally different. They are exactly the fucking same. They are the biggest sluts and degenerates of anyone.
Wait, who?
The gay conservatives.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I just think everybody's slutty if you like behind closed doors.
Oh, you don't even need to close the doors.
Oh no.
The door can be wide open.
You gotta
like
close
their
the door.
legs.
You gotta close the door.
Dude, this has been awesome though. I'm so glad we finally got to hang out. I can't believe I didn't realize I'm like, taking your podcast virginity.
Yeah, this is my first one. I'd love to do more.
Yeah, you got to come back on.
Absolutely, anytime.
So where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Seth Daniel, spelled like my name. And then you can find me on X or on TikTok at Seth Daniel, but the L is a 1.
Someone took that L?
Someone took that L.
Bitches. Aw, thanks, David.
Oh, thank you, Cosmic Guy.
Aw, I know. I love this bitch.
I appreciate you guys.
You need to. Will you do me a favor? Like, I'm old, so I don't know. You teach me how to TikTok because I don't know how to TikTok.
Okay, I mean, I just talk into the camera. I don't edit. That's like what I do on my reels. I just put my reels on TikTok.
I can't say anything though. I've been banned from TikTok like 4 times, and it's always.
But now, isn't it Larry Edelson?
Oh, that's right. It's new.
Ellison. Yeah, he owns it now. So you can like say the word Israel and not get banned.
Yeah, they would ban me for shit that like I couldn't possibly figure out what the hell could possibly be wrong with this.
Yeah. So hopefully it's better now.
Yeah, I'm going to try. I keep telling myself I need to do the TikTok. Like I want to go where all the fucking crazies are.
Oh my God.
Aw, B, I hope you're having fun on vacation. Glad to see you. Mikey would totally millennial. What's a millennial pause? What the fuck is a millennial pause?
Yeah, what's a millennial pause?
Yeah, this bitch is a millennial too.
Yeah.
I mean, not confirming that I am as well. I could be Gen Z, but you never know. Shut up, Seth. Your one eyebrow is speaking.
Lie about their age.
Your one eyebrow was screaming. You're frozen. Can you see / hear me?
I disappeared. Yes, I can hear and see you.
All right. Well, dude, thank you so much for hanging out. I am honored you've chosen to lose your podcast virginity here.
It was a pleasure. I appreciate you having me, and your following is great. They're all very nice.
They're the best. They're Diana Ross. I am merely the Supremes.
Oh, that's very kind.
Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out. I'll let you know when we'll be live. I'll be live on Thursday with Pimpcast and another one. I'll figure it out. And we got to do another movie night. Like, did you see the one girl who's in Stab 6? You mean Shanae? What's her name? I saw her video. Talk to her. She hasn't said anything, but she seems like she would be a little bit of a liberal Karen. I don't know this. Did you ever watch Degrassi growing up?
I did.
She was on Degrassi, and then she was in Scream 4.
Oh.
But yeah, oh my God. And her husband is really hot. But that's besides the point. Anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out. This has been amazing. Thank you for hanging out. Subscribe, follow my shit, follow his shit. I will see you guys soon. Love you, bitches.
Bye.